This is Chris Belair. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, World of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Belair, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I am here to do my WWE Monday Night Raw, April 4th, 2022 reviews. So here we go, discussing about Monday Night Raw. Now, this is the night after WrestleMania, and, we kick off Raw with Cody Rhodes. So yeah, Cody Rhodes returns to Monday Night Raw tonight. Of course, he made his return back on WrestleMania Saturday Night 1 against Seth Rollins, and he defeated Seth Rollins. And yeah, he comes on out, and he was talking in the middle of the ring, talking about how he wants to go after the WWE Universal Championship, the Undisputed Universal Championship. And that's what he was talking about. He was talking about that his dream was to, because he was talking to his dad many years ago, and he was talking about, oh, Dad, you was a world champion. He said, yeah, but I won it by count out, and I just never brought it home and stuff. And Cody Rhodes, his dream was to bring the title home to his dad so he could hold it and all that. But then, of course, he passed away before he could do that. And he said, well, you know what? That dream can still come true with him winning the world title and stuff, and showing his dad. So yeah, that's what Cody Rhodes was talking about. But then all of a sudden, Seth Rollins' theme song hits, and he comes on out dancing around and everything. And then Cody Rhodes will look at him, and he stuck his hand out, wanting to shake his hand, and then Seth Rollins actually shook his hand, and that was it. So yeah, Seth Rollins giving a little bit of respect to Cody Rhodes. Pretty good segment. I liked it. I guess I don't know what they're going to go on from here. I don't think they're going to be going on with the feud between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins now, or is Cody Rhodes going to go straight for the Universal Championship or what? But we will see. But yeah, that's what happened there. But up next, it looks like it will be Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley up next in a tag team match. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a tag team match. It was the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Sasha Banks and Naomi, versus Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley in a tag team match. Now, of course, if Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan wins this match, they will become the number one contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. So yeah, all they gotta do is just win this match, and they are number one contenders for the titles. And yeah, it was a pretty good match. It was a good one. At the ending of this match, we seen Liv Morgan tagged in, and she was going at it with Sasha Banks. But then at the ending, Rhea Ripley got thrown out the ring by Naomi, so she was taken out for the rest of the match. And then Sasha Banks and Naomi hit their tag team finisher move on to Liv Morgan, which Naomi will pick up Liv Morgan pretty much. Sasha Banks will run to the ropes and do like a little front flip, jumping up with a code breaker to Liv Morgan, and Naomi dropping her at the same time, pretty much. And then Naomi went for the pin and got the 3 count. So yeah, Sasha Banks and Naomi defeated Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley tonight in the non-title match. So yeah, that's what happened. But then after the match ended, Liv Morgan was inside the ring, and Rhea Ripley goes up in there and pretty much just walks away, getting out the ring, leaving Liv Morgan in the middle of the ring. So yeah, it looks like soon the tag team will be broken up, and they'll probably be feuding. So yeah, that's what happened. It was pretty good stuff. I'll give all that I'll just give it 2 stars. It was pretty good. But still to come later on tonight on Monday Night Raw, we will see the NXT champion Dolph Ziggler versus Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship later on tonight on Monday Night Raw. And yeah, up next we're going to be seeing Kevin Owens on Raw. So yeah, he'll be on Raw up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw, yeah, we had Kevin Owens come out to the ring and he was talking about his match against Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 38 Night 1. And, Owens was talking about how Stone Cold's still a tough son of a bitch and all that. But he said he is too, because he walked up in WrestleMania with a bad back and all that. So yeah, that's what Kevin Owens was talking, but then all of a sudden gets interrupted. And there was a theme song that plays on Titantron that says Ezekiel. And all of a sudden the person comes out and it was Elias. And yeah, he has been repackaged now as Ezekiel. And now instead of wearing the jeans and stuff, he's only wearing trunks now, and he don't got no facial hair at all now. So yeah, he shaved off the beard and all that, and now he goes by Ezekiel. And Kevin Owens was like, "I know who the hell you are. You're Elias." And Elias is like, "No, I am not Elias. I am his younger brother, Ezekiel." And Kevin Owens was like, "I know you're Elias. I don't like liars." And then Elias was like, "I am not a liar, but you damn sure are." And Kevin Owens was like, "You know what? I didn't even like you before. I don't even like you now still. Yeah, I don't even like you." And Kevin Owens was like, "You got to count of 10 and get the hell out my ring." And he counts down all the way to one, and then all of a sudden Kevin Owens was like, "Screw it," and then he gets out of the ring and starts walking back to the back area. So, yeah. Pretty interesting stuff. I guess there's going to be a feud between Kevin Owens and Ezekiel. But yeah, Elias has now been repackaged now. We're going to see how this goes off, because he was not getting no reaction from the crowd when he came out. Because everybody was clueless on who the hell he was. I didn't even know it was Elias until he got into the ring, to tell you the truth. Until he started talking and stuff. That ass, like, completely different and all that. But yeah, I guess it's great to see Elias back on Monday Night Raw again after it's been like almost a year now. So yeah, it's been so long now, and it's great to see him back on Raw. So yeah, we're gonna see what he does with this new character. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was The Miz versus Dominik Mysterio with his dad Rey Mysterio at ringside. It was a quick match. It only lasted for literally about 1 minute, I think, or probably less than that. Dominik was getting some quick offense and everything. He set up The Miz up for the 619, but Miz quickly got up, hit the Skull Crusher finale onto Dominik, and then pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, The Miz defeated Dominik Mysterio tonight on Monday Night Raw. That's what happened. And then Rey Mysterio gets in the ring checking on his son, but then Veer Mahan makes his debut, or pretty much return, back on Monday Night Raw. He comes out, Miz quickly got the ring and ran off. And Veer then starts attacking Dominik and Rey. He kicked Dominik upside the head and started beating down Rey Mysterio, and then laying out Dominik, locking on his the submission hold, which is it's like a camel clutch pretty much, but like half of one, where he don't got the other arm on his knee or whatever. So yeah, if you get what I mean, that's what he locked on. But yeah, he was making Dominik tap out from it and all that. So yeah, that's what happened, and it looks like next week he'll be in a match actually on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that's what happened. And for that match and what happened after the match, I'll just give it a half of a star. That's why I'll give it, because the match was not long at all or anything. But it was great to see Veer finally come to Monday Night Raw now. So yeah, that's what happened there. But up next, we're going to be seeing the new WWE Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, on Monday Night Raw up next. So yeah, I will see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, we had the new WWE Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. She came out onto Monday Night Raw into the ring, and she was wearing sunglasses, and then she took that off and she had a black eye. I think I think this happened when she was well, it happened definitely when she was in the match against Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 38 Night 1. But I think it happened when Becky probably botched that. It was supposed to be like a flipping senton jumping off the top turnbuckle, and then she caught her with a drop kick pretty much to the face instead. So I think that's where it possibly happened from that move. Or it could happen anytime during the match, but whatever, it literally happened in that match. So yeah. But yeah, she was talking in the ring, talking about how she's been chasing after the Raw Women's Championship since SummerSlam. Because, Becky Lynch pretty much gave her hell all the way up till WrestleMania. And she told Becky Lynch to be sitting at home and, rest up and everything now. So yeah, that's what Bianca Belair was saying. Pretty much sending a message out to Becky Lynch. But yeah, Bianca Belair was celebrating her Raw Women's Championship reign tonight on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, it was a pretty good, Bianca Belair kind of pretty good promo and all that. But yeah, pretty good segment. So yeah, but up next we're going to be seeing the NXT champion Dolph Ziggler versus Braun Breaker up next for the NXT Championship. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was the NXT champion Dolph Ziggler with Robert Roode at ringside versus Braun Breaker one-on-one for the NXT Championship, and it was a pretty good match. At the ending of this match, we seen Braun Breaker jumping over the top rope with a front flip onto Robert Roode, taking him out for the rest of the match, so he wouldn't interfere and stuff. And then at the ending of this match, we seen Ziggler hit the super kick on a Braun Breaker, pinning him 1, 2. Breaker barely kicked out at 2. And then at the ending, he was trying to hit another super kick on the Braun Breaker, but then Braun Breaker hits a spear onto him, a vicious spear. It looked nice as hell. And then picked him up in the military press and dropped him down with the power slam, and then pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Braun Breaker defeated Dolph Ziggler tonight on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, he is the new NXT champion. So yeah, that's what happened. But before the match even started, Ziggler did slap him a few times as well. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. But yeah, it was a pretty good match so far. Match of the night, I'll say, for right now, because there's only been a few matches so far on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, it was a pretty good match. I'll give that match 3 stars. That's why I'll give it a pretty good match between Braun Breaker and Dolph Ziggler. But yeah, up next we're going to be seeing the almighty Bobby Lashley up next on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that will be happening up next. But still to come later on tonight on Monday Night Raw, we will see RK Bro teaming up with Finn Balor to take on the Usos and Austin Theory up next later on tonight in a 6-man tag team match. And later on tonight on Monday Night Raw, we will see Roman Reigns on Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, we had MVP returning back to Monday Night Raw. He introduces the almighty Bobby Lashley. So yeah, Bobby Lashley comes out and he was talking about his match against Omos from last night's WrestleMania. Now he was talking about how he lost all the hope into defeating Omos until he knew that he just needed to wait for Omos to make one mistake and then he could capitalize on that. And then he was talking about how he thought it was impossible to knock him off his feet until he knocked him off his feet last Monday night on Raw. And then, yeah, that's what he was saying. But then Omos comes out and he starts telling Bobby Lashley that he won a rematch against him. And then from behind, MVP attacked Bobby Lashley from behind. Him and Omos was working together to beat down Bobby Lashley, driving him into the turnbuckles and stuff. And then MVP was slapping him around and all that, and then MVP hit the big boot onto Bobby Lashley in the corner, laying him out. So yeah, MVP has now turned his back on Bobby Lashley and has joined forces with Omos now. So yeah, it looks like MVP will now be Omos' manager, I guess. So yeah, that will probably be interesting to see, and we'll see what happens with that. So yeah, that's what happened there. But then backstage, we seen Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was like, "Why did you leave me like that in the middle of the ring?" And Rhea Ripley was like, "Look, I talked to Adam Pearce and them, and they said that we're going to get our title match next week on Raw." So yeah, it looks like next Monday on Raw we will see Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan in a tag team match for the tag team titles. So yeah, looks like that match will be happening, even though they lost their match to become the one contenders. I guess it don't matter. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next thing happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was supposed to be a tag team match. It was supposed to be Carmella and Zelina Vega versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler in a tag team match. But then I guess that tag team match has now been scrapped because of so we had Carmella and Zelina Vega inside the ring, and Zelina Vega was blaming Carmella for losing the tag team titles and all that, saying it was all her fault. And then Carmella was like, "No, it ain't my fault." And then Zelina Vega was like, "You're not even that hot, and it's all your fault, but your man's good looking and all that." And then Carmella starts attacking her, and both of them starts brawling. Carmella runs to Corey Graves and stuff, and then Zelina Vega pulled her off and everything, beating her down, and walks away. And then we seen Carmella and Corey Graves making out all of a sudden. So yeah, that's what happened there. But then backstage we got Austin Theory and the Usos talking backstage, and the Usos making fun of the fact that Austin Theory lost to Pat McAfee at WrestleMania, while at WrestleMania they had retained their tag team titles. And yeah, that's what the Usos were saying, and Austin Theory said, "No, Vince never makes a bad investment, and I'm going to be his best investment." So yeah, that's what Austin Theory said. But up next, we're going to be seeing RK Bro teaming up with Finn Balor to take on the Usos and Austin Theory up next in a 6-man tag team match. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a 6-man tag team match. It was the WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, Randy Orton and Riddle, RK Bro, teaming up with the United States Champion Finn Balor to take on the team of Austin Theory and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay the Usos, in a 6-man tag team match. In this 6-man tag team match, it wasn't very long, but it was pretty good. At the ending of this match, we seen Randy Orton and Austin Theory tagged in, and at one point Austin Theory drop kicked Orton in the face. Orton then tags in Finn Balor, and Balor was hitting Austin Theory, climbed up the top turnbuckle trying to hit the coup de grace on the Theory, but Theory moved out of the way, and Balor kind of landed on his feet, and then Theory was trying to hit the A-Town down onto Finn Balor, but Finn Balor fought out of that, and then grabbed him, and then hits like an elbow drop to the chest on that. Austin Theory pins him 1, 2. Jimmy Uso then breaks up the pin. Randy Orton quickly comes in, hits the RKO on the Jimmy Uso, and then Jay comes in, super kicking Randy Orton, and then Riddle climbed up the top turnbuckle, jumps off the top turnbuckle, get hit with a super kick in midair by Jay Uso as well. And then Finn Balor hits the sling blade on the Jey Uso, taking him out. And then that's when Austin Theory took his chance to hit A-Town down onto Finn Balor and then pin him for the 1-2-3. So yeah, Austin Theory and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay the Usos, has defeated the United States Champion Finn Balor and the Raw Tag Team Champions Randy Orton and Riddle, RK Bro, tonight in a tag team match, 6-man tag team match. So yeah, that's what happened. Pretty good match. I'll give that match 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. But up next, it looks like we're going to be seeing Edge on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that'll be the next thing to happen on Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, we had Edge come out to the ring, and he was talking about Damian Priest coming out and just watching him last night when he defeated AJ Styles at WrestleMania and all that. So yeah, that's what Edge was saying, and then he introduces Damian Priest. Damian Priest comes down. I kind of like this faction between Damian Priest and Edge. That's a little team. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how they're going to be doing this. So yeah, he introduces Damian Priest. Damian Priest comes down, and he said the only reason he done that from last night at WrestleMania was because he seen the light from Edge. He heard the message from Edge, and then Edge was calling the fans the sheep, and fans started chanting, of course, "We are sheep." And then Edge looks at him. He said, "In tongue, you idiots." And then Damian Priest called them losers or whatever, and then you hear the fans talking about, "We are losers," and Damian Priest is like, "Yeah, we already knew that. Thanks for telling us." So yeah, it was pretty funny stuff going on in that segment. But then AJ Styles heard enough. He comes down, and Damian Priest gets out of the ring. Both of them start brawling, Styles and Priest. And Styles started getting upper hand, threw Damian Priest over the barricade, and then gets in the ring, starts beating down Edge, throwing him into the ring post, grabs two steel chairs, about to hit the concerto onto Edge, but then Damian Priest stops it, beating down AJ Styles, and then they hear like a tag team move, like a tag team finish move where Damian Priest sweeps the legs from underneath Styles, and Edge hits the spear at the same exact time, laying him out. And then they was going to hit the concerto onto Styles, but then the WWE officials stopped Edge and Damian Priest from doing that. So yeah, that's what happened. Pretty good segment and all that. So yeah, pretty good one. But up next, it looked like we'll be seeing the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy up next on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a 2-on-2 tag team match. It was Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits, versus Chad Gable and Otis and Alpha Academy in a tag team match. But before the tag team match started, Alpha Academy started attacking the Street Profits before the bell rung, beating them down and stuff. But then Adam Pearce comes down and goes like, "What? You know what? Since all four of y'all guys wants to be in the ring at the same time, how about this? No disqualification, no countouts. This match will be a Texas Tornado tag match." So yeah, it was the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy in a Texas Tornado tag match. It was a pretty good match. At one point, Alpha Academy almost won, where we seen the combination of Chad Gable hitting the moonsault onto Montez, I think it was, and then Otis hitting the splash off the second turnbuckle on Angelo. But they both kicked out. But at the very ending of this match, we seen the table get brought in. Montez and Gable was on the top turnbuckle. Montez pushes Gable off the top turnbuckle. He does a backflip, but lands on his feet. And then Angelo Dawkins comes in, hits him with a big right hand. Chad Gable then falls on the table and was laying on it. And then Montez Ford jumps off the top turnbuckle, hitting a frog splash onto Chad Gable through the table, and then pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits, defeated Chad Gable and Otis, Alpha Academy, in the Texas Tornado tag match tonight on Monday Night Raw. That's what happened. It was a pretty good match. With that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That was a pretty good match. But up next, we're going to be seeing Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw. Up next, they keep on saying his biggest return on Monday Night Raw, even though he was like literally on Raw last Monday, so whatever. But yeah, he will be on Monday Night Raw up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns coming out to the ring with Paul Heyman and the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions Jimmy and Jay the Usos. And Roman Reigns comes out talking about how he beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania last night and won the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And, he was talking about how he's a needle mover. He's always in God mode and everything. But then he says he beat Brock Lesnar last night, and he said that's the past now. It's time to move forward. And he said this Friday night on SmackDown, that's what they're going to be doing to see, what's going to be the next move for Roman Reigns. So, yeah, that's what he said, and, yeah. That was the end of the segment. The segment was pretty much a waste of time. Pretty much on Monday Night Raw, because we're just going to be finding out stuff on SmackDown. So yeah, it was just to get eyeballs on to keep on watching the TV pretty much throughout the whole episode. So yeah, that's what happened there. So yeah, like I said, the segment was a waste of time. Match of the night, I'll probably say it was Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. They had a really good match. But yeah, tonight's Monday Night Raw, it was okay. We finally have Veer Mahan finally coming to Monday Night Raw, and we had Ezekiel coming back to Monday Night Raw and stuff. So yeah, it was okay, I guess. For tonight's Monday Night Raw, I'll just give it 6.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was okay. Nothing big really. Like, could have been more better. Like returns and all that. Because, usually the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is supposed to be special and all that, but this year's wasn't no different. Like, they could have had Asuka return, since I heard she's medically cleared, that Lacey Evans could have returned, and all that, so, yeah, it was whatever, I guess. So yeah, like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for this Wednesday's AEW Dynamite reviews. See you guys later. Until then.